What's up, YouTube bots community? It's boy Mr. Universal Sports, coming live and direct from my undisclosed location in Lancaster, California. You know how we do it. Here to give my post-fight thoughts on that Miguel Cotto-Antonio Margarito Part 2. And here's my opinions on the fight. I just want to say I'm going to give a shout out to the eye surgeon and to the New York State Athletic Commission for bringing in not only a fight doctor but an eye specialist for this fight, because as we've seen, Antonio Margarito's eye, even before the fight, the right eye was smaller than the left eye. So which means that they had no, Antonio Margarito probably had no business even being in the ring in the first place. But that being said, and I'm glad that they stopped the fight for the sake of his health. But and also, with that being said, it feels pretty good to see Antonio Margarito get his medicine against Miguel Cotto, because I don't like the fact that Antonio Margarito denied the fact that he used loaded gloves. We don't know how long he used the loaded gloves. So, but I'm glad to see him get Miguel Cotto get his revenge against Antonio Margarito, who played the perfect villain in this fight. Obviously, he is the villain, but. And I had, at the time of the stoppage, Miguel Cotto winning 8 rounds to 1. So, he had a 10-round knockout. There was no way in hell that Antonio Margarito was going to win the fight in the first place. But I'm glad that Miguel Cotto got the win. And here's my thoughts on the fight. Obviously, Miguel Cotto used his better skills in the fight. You know, worked off the jab, threw body shots, landed the straight right hand. Landed many power shots. So obviously, you know, Miguel Cotto had him beating that. Also, what I like what Miguel Cotto did was, and this is pretty smart, if you got a weakness in an opponent, he targeted the right eye. Hey, if it's there, it's there. Manny Pacquiao broke the right eye, and in my opinion, Antonio Margarito didn't deserve a shot at the WBA champion in the first place. And there's better fights for Cotto to fight, a.k.a. K9 or even Saul Alvarez. I like the fact that Cotto, if it's a weakness there, Cotto targeted. He took advantage and threw many right hands to the right eye, many left hands to the right eye. Also, Cotto seemed to throw the stronger, better combinations throughout the fight. Even the HBO commentators even said the fact that Cotto's throwing the better combination. Oh, another combination by Cotto. Good combination by Cotto throughout the fight. And he did land more combinations, and which Margarito was looking to land one shot. Cotto was landing multiple punches, multiple combinations, staying out of range. Obviously, this leads me to my next point. What Cotto did well, he used the ring. That I like the fact that he used the ring, because I don't like the fact that the HBO fighters and Harold Lederman, who I think is an idiot in my opinion, said that, oh, Miguel Cotto is running from Antonio Margarito. I'm like, what the heck? He wasn't running from Antonio Margarito. If anything, he's using the ring. You're supposed to use the ring in the fight. Instead of like walking straight forward and getting hit by punches, Cotto, there's a ring right there, and the ring's a certain size. You use the ring, you avoid punches, slip punches if you can, and that's what Cotto did well. What I like the most, he used the ring, used his better skills, broke him down, and eventually got the TKO victory, which I predicted on my Facebook page on Brandon Merriweather. Which is my real name is Brandon Merriweather, Merriweather, that he would get a knockout victory, and in fact he did get a knockout victory. I'm glad he did. But the one thing I don't like about Cotto, I'm just nitpicking here. It was a great performance by Cotto. Was the fact that he didn't work the body. He used to have a devastating left hook to the body, one of the best in boxing, but he doesn't work it no more. And if he were to work the body more, he wants to fight elite competition like Sergio Martinez and Floyd Mayweather, two of my top pound for pound fighters in the world, next to Nonito Donaire, which that fight would never happen. But if he wants to fight Martinez and Mayweather, he needs to throw that left hook to the body, and that will slow down the faster fighters like Mayweather and Martinez. And my last point what Cotto did well was he kept hitting the right eye. If it's there, hit it. He had no business. Margarito had no business in the ring in the first place, and he kept on hitting the right eye, working the right eye, and that was the point of the stoppage. Hitting the right eye until ultimately the New York Athletic State Commission and the doctors stopped the fight. Now, here's my point on Antonio Margarito. Obviously, he's a slow starter, and I'm looking at my iPhone because I have my iPhone app, and it says the Cotto. I had Cotto winning the first 6 rounds of the fight, so we know Antonio Margarito is a notorious slow starter, and obviously, this came into play today. I mean, he didn't do much in the ring today. Just all he did was just coming forward instead of cutting off the ring. All he did was just walk forward in a straight line. You're not supposed to do that. When you cut off the ring, you cut off the ring at angles, and you cut off the ring using different angles and stuff. But Margarito didn't do that. One thing Margarito did do was he did try to work the body, but obviously it didn't have an effect on Cotto because Cotto is the better overall fighter. And I had Cotto winning the first fight, and this leads to a point later on in the video I'm going to make but obviously the fact that he didn't have his little toy with him, so Margarito's landing one punch, just coming forward, didn't work. And another thing, well, at least Margarito has a good chin, folks. He didn't get knocked out in the fight like Mosley. Like Mosley knocked him out, but I say that was more because Margarito didn't have his little friend with him, and Margarito was mentally distracted or mentally distressed that he didn't have his friend with him in the ring. That's why he got knocked out in the Mosley fight. What leads me to the major point of all is the fact that I truly believe that Antonio Margarito used the plastic gloves in the first fight with Miguel Cotto, and ultimately he got caught in the next round, in the next fight with Shane Mosley. And that was the reason why, and it was a smart move that the Cotto camp brought in Nazeem Richardson, even though they wasn't allowed to use him, which I think is a dumb move by New York. If he has the authorization, if he has a pass saying, hey, I'm part of Team Cotto brought me in, hey, why not? Let Nazeem Richardson look at the gloves. Nazeem Richardson has apparently the gift of God to find things that the New York find things that the athletic commissions in different states, including my home state of California, don't see. But obviously, overall, it was a great performance by Miguel Cotto. I'm happy that he won. Revenge was served, and usually I'm a non-biased channel, but I'm glad that Miguel Cotto won because Margarito did not deserve even a shot at the WBA champion. There's better fights out there for Miguel Cotto at that weight class. Try to clean out his division. What's next for Miguel Cotto? Obviously, either a shot at K9 or Saul Alvarez. I'd rather see him fight K9. Unify. Hopefully, he beat K9. Unify the belts. Become the WBA and the IBF champion, and ultimately set up an ultimate showdown between the ultimate Puerto Rico-Mexico showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Miguel Cotto. That's the fight I really want to see. Those are the 2 fights I really want to see Cotto take before he retires, and hopefully, he'll pop off. But I don't think Bob Arum in top rank, if Cotto decides to leave top rank, I don't think a Martinez fight would never happen because obviously, Cotto is obviously I think is a small junior middleweight at this point. So I don't think that fight will ever happen. If a big fight were to happen for Martinez, it would be Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. or Dimitri Pigog. Or maybe Felix Stern will grow a set and get in there with Sergio Martinez, the reigning middleweight champion of the world. But all in all, folks, I hope this was the last we've seen of Antonio Margarito. He doesn't deserve a shot. He has no people like him have no place in boxing. And that's my final 2 cents. That's my final 2 cents. This is Mr. Universal Sports, aka Brandon Merriweather. Shout out to my boy Blood Boxing, 78 Fight News, Aaron Braden, Julian Foster, and any others in the YouTube boxing community. It's your boy. Oh yeah, Outside the Ropes. This is your boy, Mr. Universal Sports, and I'm out. Peace.